Okay, views on the death penalty. Again, I know you've all done the problem already, right? If not, go do it. All right. Pew Research Group conducted a poll in which they asked, "Are you in favor of or opposed to executing persons as a general policy when the crime was committed while under the age of 18?" Of the 580 Catholics surveyed, 180 indicated they favored capital punishment. Of the 600 seculars surveyed, 238 favored capital punishment. Okay, I know right there I've got two samples, and I got proportions. So I've got percents of Catholics that favor the capital punishment and seculars who favor capital punishment. Is there a difference in the proportion of individuals in these groups in favor of capital punishment? Okay, so proportion, two samples, is there a difference? So this is a hypothesis test. Two sample proportion, so it's a two proportion Z test. Well, let's call P1 the proportion of Catholics who favor capital punishment for people under 18 in certain circumstances. And P2 is the proportion of Catholics, of seculars, people who favor capital punishment for people under 18. Okay, so I've got that, and I know that H0, we're going to assume there's no difference. In HA, they said, is there a difference in the proportion? So that's just P1 not equal to P2, because I don't really know which way is which. And my evidence, P1 hat, is the Catholics, which was 180 over 580. And P2 is 238 over 600. Okay, so let's see what we got here. 180 out of 580. I got my calculator on the side here. Is 31%. 238 divided by 600. 39.6 or 40%. Okay, that's a big difference. Now the question is, could it have happened by chance? Just randomly picked two samples and it was that big, or did that not happen by chance? Okay, conditions. Both are random sample. Now it just says they're surveyed, but we have to assume both are random, we assume. And then the next one is NP and NQ. So I got N1, P1 greater than 10. Oops. I need to show you that. So that'd be 580 times 31 is greater than 10. N1, Q1 equals 580 times 69% is certainly greater than 10. N2, P2, 600 times 40 is greater than 10. And N2, Q2 is 600 times 60 is greater than 10. Okay, so we're okay to proceed. So if we do the test, it's going to be a 2. Oops, I just... proportion z-test. There, okay? And x1 is 180. And see, as long as I number these 1 and 2 to agree with my original statement, I'm good. 580. X2 is 238. divided by 600. And we just want to do not equal to. Okay, so my p-value is 1.9%, or no, 0.19%. Wow. Z is negative 3.10. And the p-value is 0.19%. Okay, so likely to happen by chance? No way, because that's less than 5%, unless they said to do it otherwise. It says use a 1%, so less than 1%. Okay, so since 0.19% is less than 1%, I have evidence that there is a difference between Catholics who think that under 18 people should be able to, that we ought to be able to do capital punishment on people under 18, is different than secular people. This doesn't test me and tell me which one's higher, because we did a not equal to test. I could have done a test where P2 is bigger than P1, but they did not ask that to do that. So I have evidence that there is a difference between P1 and P2. And again, I can say that because I told you up here what P1 and P2 are. There you have it.